Why, hello, and welcome to Blockgame, the tutorial. I am AlphaZuma, and I am guessing that you, dear viewer, have probably seen about Blockgame from a friend or Pirate Software's stream about developing said game and wondered what's the deal. Alright, I'm gonna have to stop you right there past me. You know, I love learning things on YouTube. It's an amazing resource. And if you're anything like me, when you go to a tutorial or you're looking for information, and the person in the video is just what is it? For a thing with Minecraft, and it's not Minecraft, but it is Minecraft, but it's not Minecraft. Anyways, it's pretty annoying. And jumping around and understanding what's going on in the video, if you want to get information, is annoying. So, what we've done is we've had some coffee, and I'm gonna just rapid fire at you the information you need to know. It's probably the information that you're here for. So, here we go. First things first, you don't want to play vanilla block game. You shouldn't do that. It's not good. So what you want to do, of course, start at the Pirate Software Discord. And if you're watching this video, you probably already have been here and you're already in here. There's channels and roles. Check that out. Nice. In the channels and roles, there's browse channels. You're going to go in here. There's all the news and stuff. Block game here is where Thor's going to put stuff that we want to know. But what you want to do is you want to scroll down and make sure that you have block game category followed. You want to follow this whole category here. Boom. That means down here, we're going to have all the block game stuff. Block game general is going to have like a bunch of people posting memes and stuff, whatever. You got your screenshots, your mods, whatever. Resources is what we want. This page is amazing because it has the block game website, which I'm sure you've already seen probably as well. This site's old and dusty. It's really outdated. I mean, like, this is not what the inventory in the game looks like anymore, but there's a bunch of handy commands in here, which, I mean, you might have already seen, but you're like, hey, let's go to YouTube and find a tutorial. Anyways, this is going to be helpful. Maybe bookmark that. Boom. Then there's the wiki. This wiki is run by an amazing player named Nellis. Nice guy. Really cool. He tries to keep this as updated as he can. If you're looking for something specific on like a recipe or something in the future, there's a new and returning player guide. This website's awesome. That's how you can basically teach yourself the game. We're here for the Block Game Enhanced mod, which you can get through here. Or, of course, it's that third link right here. So, Modrinth. You want to get it. Download Modrinth. Download the Block Game Enhanced. It says it's a Fabric mod. That means you're going to have to download Fabric as well. Once you get Modrinth, like so, you're going to want to hit the plus sign here. Of course, make yourself a, 1.20.2 version of it. I named mine Blockgame, and run it. Once you have, of course, Blockgame Enhanced installed and the cloth config. No, not cloth config. Fabric? Yes, it's Fabric. I also have, which I highly recommend, Zero's Minimap Fair Play. Don't do the other one. Fair Play makes it so that you're not cheating. And you're also going to want, download this. This is super good. And you want to download the world map. So, what you very much want is the minimap, the world map, and Block Game Enhanced. Very good, very good. Then we can launch it like so. Et voila! Look at this awesome splash screen. It's different. You got Block Game up here. You've got players online, etc. This sometimes doesn't work for me, and I don't know. Sometimes it says no bars and I can log in. Sometimes you can't. You got a website button and a wiki button. Hey, look at that. You can get there in other ways. Even more ways to find the info that you're looking for. But you're here for a video tutorial. Everyone knows. Anyways, you're on the tutorial island. That's where you are. Check out our cool mini map in the corner. We can hit the M key. Boom. Get a nice shiny map. Tell you what, that changes everything with Minecraft. It's quite helpful. It's real nice. You'll also notice at the bottom we got a sweet little 2 bars there. Look for my food. See my food going up? Yeah. And then the other bar to the right of it is hydration. You can drink a bottle of clean water. Easiest to get. You just need to right click a glass bottle onto a cauldron to fill it up and make a bottle of clean water. That'll restore hydration. There are manners of foods that'll give you hydration, food, and of course health. Of course health on that bottom left. Alright, these guys will all tell you cool stuff when you left click them, and I assume you know that, and I assume you went, is there a YouTube video? Here's your YouTube video. I am not going to explain the Mystery Man. I don't understand the Mystery Man. Mystery Man's a mystery. Anyways. Hey, that's helpful. You get down here to the Warp Witch, she's gonna be like, hey, look, you got Warp Yggdrasil. But this is why I told you to get the enhanced mod, because you could /type WARP see, I'm failing. Warp, space, and then like Y, and then you could hit the tab button to fill in commands. That's very helpful when you're using commands. But instead of all that, we can just hit the G key and get this sweet warps here. You won't have access to all these. You'll unlock them through, playing the game or buying them. And you can just click Yggdrasil, and boom, it's like you typed in Warp Yggdrasil. Look at that. All right, Yggdrasil. This is the main hub where all the worlds are connected to. This game has 2 essential worlds. Okay, we have of course the event where you get seasonal stuff. That changes as Thor adds stuff there. Leaderboards, that's a pretty cool world that shows the leaderboards. But the main game is played between Murkheim and Midgard. Now, Midgard is permanent, and Murkheim resets every week on Thursday. If you go through the portal into Midgard, you will find yourself in Origin City. Here's the town hall. This is a big town in the Townie mod. So, while standing in Origin City, you can see it on the minimap. It's not that big. PvP is not enabled. You'll be safe. But if you go outside of the borders, PvP is enabled. Be aware. You have a daily quest every day. I already got my daily token out of there. And a personal storage. This will be very handy for... excuse me. Hello? Oh. Water bottle. Doesn't want to... oh, it works for that, but not for that. The game's very fun. Here's as good a time as any to point out that the game is jank. Live with it. Anyways, enter just here. Daily quest token there. More about Origin City in a second. We're going to go back to Yggdrasil. Now, Murkheim, totally different beast. Murkheim is where you go to get experience points and level up, explore, etc., etc. Every week, Murkheim will spawn this platform here that I'm standing on in the center of a 10,000 by 10,000 block world. This is how much exploring I've done so far this week. Every week it resets and we get a whole new world, and this center platform is plonked down in the middle of it. Now, outside of these borders here, PvP is enabled, so I'm good right here. But the minute I step over here, we're in Murkheim. You're gonna get murked. So dude over there could come kill me if he wishes. Now, unlike anywhere else in Blockgame, teleportation does not work in Murkheim, so the only way back out of Murkheim is through another portal. There are 4 here at the center of Murkheim, 0, 0. You can use your mini-map there, it's got your coordinates on it, or use a Murkheim extraction compass, which will always point its way towards the dead center. That's quite handy. Quite handy. To get back here and go back through a portal, the 4 portals here in the center. And that will take you to the last point where you left Midgard. So we left Midgard by warping to Yggdrasil here, so I came back here. If I were to, be out in Midgard somewhere, say my town or someone else's portal, that's the portal I'd come back out in. Conveniently enough, with those portals out in Midgard, if you go through that portal, you'll come not through the main portal here that will send you to the center of Murkheim, but rather through the same ender portal that you went through last. Let's illustrate that better. This portal right here in Murkheim will always reset your portals and send you to the center of Murkheim. See how I'm in the center here? Now, let's go out and find a nether portal in the wild. Here we have a nether portal that someone used some lava and some buckets to make a couple 100 blocks away from spawn. If we go through that portal, just like the portals back at spawn, we'll go from where we last came from. If we were to, go to my town real quick, like so, here I have my own nether portal. If I were to go through that, it won't take me to the center of Murkheim. It'll take me through this last portal I went through. So, go through this portal, we find ourselves back in Midgard, where this portal is. So, you can go back and forth from Midgard here. If I were to go back to Yggdrasil and drop in through the portal in Murkheim, those two portal connections will be disconnected. So, well, they won't be disconnected, but now I'm stuck here in Murkheim, of course, and the only way back out, is through one of these portals. I'm back at the center. So, I essentially fast traveled from there to here in my Murkheim, but I have no way to get back out there now. So, while going through the Nether portal in Origin City in Midgard seems to always take one to Yggdrasil, any other portal, Nether portal, in Midgard will take you to the last portal you left Murkheim from. Also, it's been a week since I started making this tutorial, and Murkheim has changed. Look at that. So yeah, I left Murkheim via this portal, and when I entered the portal in Midgard, it took me to that portal coming back. Yeah. So, now, while in Murkheim, breaking dirt blocks, sand blocks, and gravel blocks will give you archaeology experience. Mining, of course, most things you'd use a pickaxe on will give you mining experience. Logging all types of wood, as well as breaking leaves, will give you logging experience. Killing all manner of farmyard animals will give you hunting experience. Catching fish will give you fishing experience. And harvesting any harvestable crops, as well as, if I'm not mistaken, breaking vines, bamboo, and all types of flowers, will give you herbalism experience. Now, to view your levels in each of these skills or professions or whatever, you can type /profile, or, of course, you can always hit the R button to bring up your profile. And in here, you'll see all of the professions here on the left, and then, your level, progression, your offense, defense, and professions here. Now, in each of these skills, there's a drop rate. Now, other than hunting and alchemy, rune carving, and cooking, these 5 here will drop essence. Mining drops fiery essence. Logging drops fleeting essence. Archaeology will drop rocky essence. Fishing will drop damp essence. And herbalism will drop vibrant essence. Let's take fishing as an example. We're here in Origin City, where you can find all of these NPCs you just saw, and left-click on Frankie. He will bring up the fishing set. The bottom line here can be held in your offhand. Of course, here's the tools, and here's the armor. So right-clicking on an item there in the inventory will show the item over here and everything we need in order to craft it. So in order to make this fisherman's cap, we're going to need all this fish. And while wearing that fisherman's cap, you can see at the bottom there, it'll give me more fishing experience while I'm wearing it, according to that set bonus down there, and increase my fishing skill while I'm fishing. Now, the cool part about the set bonus is that should you then get the materials for the next item, let's see here, right-click that, the next item up, the Initiate Fisherman's Cap, its set bonus will still go up. So if we're wearing these 3 items down here in the first tier, when I upgrade into the next tier, the fishing set bonus will still be all 4 when I'm wearing all 4. As you can see here, the Aspirant Fisherman's Cap that we made at level 1 is required to make this next level of Fisherman's Cap here. There's our Aspirant Fisherman's Cap, as well as some damp essence, which is why we were getting the damp essence, in order to make a better Fisherman's Cap. So this would be the tier 2, as well as these fish here. We need to gather all that up in order to make the next tier. So that's how NPCs are laid out in the game, where you've got your first tier here, and then you need the item for the tier before it in order to make the one proceed as you go along. Now, each of the 5 professions that drop essence will have 2 NPCs. The one with the tools and the armor and the offhand, and another NPC which you can turn things from that profession in to get more essence, as well as other things, like, for example, with the fish, you can turn in salty saltfish to get some salt. As well as a list of daily quests at the bottom. So when you have your daily quest token, you can say left-click on a quest here to get a quest, which then, while held in hand and right-clicked, will be at the top. 64 raw tropical fish for Baleen. Well, looks like I'm going to have to go to Murkheim and start fishing. Alrighty, we got 64 raw tropical fish And we will hold that in our hand and right-click. Boom. There we go. There's a daily quest completed. It's now just occurring to me that maybe future me in the editing booth, yeah, is not having such a good time. No, not exactly past me. We're hitting the 15-minute mark and you're as rambly as the first take was. Oh yeah? Yeah, you absolutely don't have time to explain everything. Well, I mean, get to the levels and stuff and we'll call it a day. All right, I'll get on with it then. Well, there's one more type of essence that I did not show you, and that type of essence, of course, is corrupted. You can get corrupted essence by taking your salvage kit, picking it up in your hand, and right-clicking on an old piece of gear that you don't need. Oh, my game's very laggy. I've been having some lag issues recently. Did that work? Yes. Alright, so pick up your salvage kit and right-click on an item, a corrupted item, of course, and you'll get some corrupted essence from them. Corrupted essence is used for things like buying teleportation things. There's all sorts of stuff. But one of the things you can spend 2 corrupted essence and 50 coin on would be one of these unstable teleportations crystals. If you don't have your own portal, this is kind of a dangerous thing to do, but I'm going to do it because, if you haven't noticed, it's been another week while making this tutorial, and we're now, well, Murkheim got reset into a water world. I guess I could take a boat off and go off into the distance, but, you know, we're going to live dangerously, and we're going to right-click one of these crystals, which will take you somewhere, anywhere in Murkheim. Here we go. Excuse me. Oh, oh. Alright, yeah, that wasn't such a great idea. Now I am stuck up a tree at the edge of the world, surrounded by very scary mobs. You see, the further you get away from the center of the world, the higher the levels the mobs are. Starting at like level 1 to 5 around this main area of Murkheim, and then leveling all the way up once you get about 5,000 blocks away, because, like I said, 10,000 by 10,000, so from the center, once you hit 5,000 blocks, you've hit the edge of the world and you'll find an impassable barrier in Murkheim every week. And I am way out of the edge here. I'm going to wait till sun up, because most of these guys are going to probably kill me. So as I wait for the sun to rise, I suppose we'll get to the last bit of what to see about your character. Hitting R, bringing up your character, there's a button here that'll take you over to talents. Hitting V will also bring you to talents. And on this screen, we can use our points, talent points that we get from leveling up. So, you can reallocate all your attributes at any point and spec into whatever you want. I would suggest taking some time to like poke through this. They're lined out in a line here for the different supposed classes, essentially. So each row here is what's recommended to go with the corresponding armor, which I'm going to leave you to discover on your own, and all of this stuff to discover on your own. As you level up, you'll get more points to spend on different attributes, etc. And you can reallocate them at any time, so you can spec into what you need for what you're doing, you know? So, dig into that, and that's almost everything. One last thing to note about Murkheim is that when you're traveling in Murkheim, well, I guess I'm going to have to go find one to show you. While exploring Murkheim, you may come across non-player created structures out in the world that contain chests. These treasure chests, unlike chests made by player characters, which you can just like open and steal whatever you want out of them, generate with loot inside. And when you first open the chest, you will get some experience. Boom. See how I got 263 experience right there? And depending on where you found the chest, the loot table is random, but kind of skews for depending on where you found it. Click the loot all button, take all that good stuff. So, we can get some loot out of them and some experience out of them. Each of these chests are personal, so if someone else has already found this chest, it'll still have loot in it for me. That's one good important thing to know. And then from there, where I can cover is currency, which is pretty simple. You get golden coins, platinum coins out there in the world, and to deposit them into your bank, you /deposit, enter, or I forget what the keybind is. What is the keybind? It's N. Oh yeah, also that jingle, if you ever hear that, someone see in the bottom left there, Someone has set a bounty. So there's nothing weird going on with you. Someone set a bounty on something. Anyways, the keystroke N will bring up the deposit. It'll actually grab the stuff that you can deposit out of your inventory. And clicking the deposit down here in the corner will deposit that. Sweet, I've deposited 81 coins. If I want to see how much money I got, I can type /BAL for balance. And there you go. My balance is 1,300 coins. I've been exploring around, like opening chests and such. So yes, that covers it. I think that's just about everything I need to cover with Murkheim. I guess I'll send it back to myself on the main well in Origin to close this out. Okay, sure. Sounds good. She made it back. It's quite the trek. Oh, it's raining back here. That always messes with me, because if I do a lot of editing, it'll just all of a sudden not be raining. Yes, indeedy. I believe that pretty much covers the basics, and is, I think, sufficient for a tutorial if you're a bit lost when you first enter the game. Now you know where Origin City is, you know what Murkheim is all about. The only thing that I didn't really cover... Oh, I didn't cover ranks. Real quick, /RANKS, ranks, will bring up this page here. It's a place to put in your gold and get cool things for you to do with your account. This is how you get shops and such that you can put out in towns. I highly recommend trying to get to Peasant as fast as you can, because you get a backpack at that, and then at the higher levels you get like more lines, your backpack gets even bigger, and boy is it nice to have a backpack that you can open up and stuff stuff into. That's really, really handy. Yeah, I think that's it. We figured out how to look at your character with your inventory. Look at your character, etc. And then talents will take you over to talents, and then back to profile, etc. And there you go. I'm not going to show you how to make a town. You're going to have to look that up. Everything else you can find in the wiki and on the website. And that should do you well. Oh no, repair powder. We need to do that. Then I'll let you go. Over here at the Smith and the Forge guys, this guy here will sell you repair powder in exchange for the essences. And the Forge guy, Forge guy's got all your stuff. Oh yeah, I need to mention this too. Thor is always working on this game. He works on it in fits and spurts, in big chunks, etc., etc. When this video is coming out, should be March 1st, and the newest dungeon should have come out, called Neath, which the Blockgame community has been waiting for a while. And things change all the time. In the course of making this video, I have there has been a change to the way water bottles work. With an empty glass bottle, right-clicking a cauldron with water in it will get you a water bottle. See? But in the past, it was just a one-time use. And as of now, it's got 3 charges. So each water bottle will give you 5 hydration now. No, each charge is 5, so that means each water bottle's 15 now. Come on, past me. Can't take you anywhere. Which is nice. That is quite nice. So yes, the game's changing all the time. So, as a date, 2025, March 1st, is what this tutorial is good for. And as of now, you can turn in essence to get repair powder, and just like with the salvage kit, you pick up the repair powder and put it over the item that needs repairing, and click on it to repair the item. And then yeah, apparently you can spend coin on like staying alive with stuff here with Forge. But yes, Smith, boom. You need wizardly repair powder for spells and books and such, which I'm sure you're gonna figure out, and classic repair powder for armor and weapons and tools. Okay, I think that should cover everything a tutorial should cover. And if you need any more information, just type it into chat. The Blockgamers are real nice folks. They are super helpful, and if you ask a question in there, generally there will be someone yelling the answer at you. Careful, because not everyone knows how the game works, and there's lots of old information, so what you get might not be right. But Blockgamers are super nice and super helpful people. And go out and figure out how all these other NPCs in the Origin work. All the NPCs that you need in the game are here. That's good to know. And beyond the edges of this town, you'll go find towns to live in. Once again, check the wiki and the website. Website for commands and the wiki for items and recipes and such. Alright, with that ramble complete, I think you have now completed the tutorial. Go forth. Oh yes, there are also dungeons in the game, which I have not told you much about at all. I'm not even gonna tell you where the first one is. The first dungeon is in Origin City, though. You find the dungeons in Midgard. So yeah, I don't know where the first dungeon in the game is. I can't imagine where it would be. You're just gonna have to find it yourself, you know. And maybe bring a party too. Party system, yeah. O brings up the party system. Create a party / invite player. There you go. Now you can invite people to your party, or when you get an invite in chat, click accept. And go explore Blockgame! Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Ta-ta! Do I try this? I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah, actually, you know what? I think I need to level up before I'm out of here.